Hello, Long Branch Public School family. Well, happy October, everybody. So you know what that means, right? It actually means we made it through September. And now we actually have children back, I think at almost every single school in the district with the exception of one. And we've got a plan for that I'm going to share this evening. So one word to really sum up the return of children would be happiness. I mean, the spirit of every school is sparked by the energy that the children share with the adults. And by the smiles that occurred all around, that just demonstrates how happy our children, our parents, and certainly our school teams are with their return. You know, in August, we shared a form that surveyed many of you parents, about returning to school. And we understood at the time with the information, many of you selected remote learning as a first option. But today, you know, we're making phone calls, we're connecting with our families as we begin to reopen slowly and cautiously. And many of you are confidently opting to return to school face-to-face. Now, our governor has given every family in New Jersey the right to remain working remotely, so don't worry about that. If this is your comfort zone, please feel free to continue in this space until you're ready to return. It's okay. And for those of you selecting to return back to school, face-to-face, here are our projected dates for re-entry. So let's start with our little learners, our preschoolers. We have some back, but we're looking to bring back those children who are 3 years of age. Those who are newly enrolled, they're going to return back on our calendar effective October 15th. And that's going to be with instruction 5 days per week. Now, we're going to be operating on an early dismissal schedule until certain restrictions by our government are removed. So, you know, that afternoon nap and that second story reading, that's going to have to take place at home. So we'll be on an early dismissal schedule. Now, other populations like our targeted emergent bilingual classes will also be returning on October 15th. And the schedule will be according to the enrollment of each class. So, you just have to wait. You're going to be contacted by a school official with more information next week. But we are looking to get that population back as soon as possible. Continuing through October, on October 23rd, we're going to introduce a new grade level to each building. That's right, a whole new grade level. So in our elementary schools, the children in first grade will be returning. In our middle school, the students in grade 6 will be returning. And last, but certainly not least, that's right, the class of 2021, our seniors will be returning at Long Branch High School. Now, we're forced to keep our class sizes at a certain capacity. So only half the students will be attending on Monday and Tuesday, while the other half will be attending Thursday, Friday. And Wednesdays will be all remote. For those operating remotely, we will be modifying the existing schedule for you because we just want to make sure that while you're at home learning, that we maintain those high quality learning standards that we set forth in September. Remember that new wave digital experience? Now, if you look at November in schools, it's always a crazy month. So just keep that in mind because the first week of November, we're going to start out this year, regardless of whoever came back. The first week, we're going to start remote for all students. And here's why. There's only going to be 3 days of instruction that week because we're off on Thursday and Friday for the virtual teachers convention. We're also going to be operating remotely that week because Election Day is that Tuesday. And the governor has put a mandate out to our schools saying that schools are forbidden to have in-person instruction on that day. So rather than coming in on Monday and off Tuesday, back on Wednesday, we're going to be remote for the first week of November. So if we're taking off for Election Day and you haven't voted, make sure you exercise your right and get out to vote on Election Day. Back on November 12th, we're going to welcome our 4-year-old preschoolers on November 12th. And the following week, on November 16th, we're going to restart in the elementary grades with our grade 5 student, in the middle school with our grade 8 students, and in our high school with our freshmen. So this may appear arbitrary, but it's not. There's an actual science behind the return, and it has to do with making sure that we have adequate staff. On November 30th is a big day for us, and it may seem far off, but it comes very quick. If our community health data are in a good place, and our staff can maintain their status for returning, we're going to welcome all remaining students back to school. Now, we're going to continue with that hybrid schedule so that we uphold the mandated limitations, particularly with class size. And we really anticipate great success with this process because we're going slow and being cautious and being safe. And I'll tell you, the testimonies from the staff regarding the return of students has been awesome. Just speak to some of the teachers who have kids back in their classroom. It's been so positive. We want to make sure that they're sharing that with you. And I'll tell you what, our children, above all, will benefit tremendously by your return. So that's it. I know I said a lot this evening, so take this information. We're going to put it out to you in writing as well. So you'll have a calendar that will tell you exactly when you're going to be returning. You'll be contacted by a school official from your child's school to make sure you know exactly when you're going to return. You'll receive some bus information from us as well to tell you what time you should be at your bus stop. And then we're going to reinforce those procedures that I introduced this summer. We want to make sure we refresh your mind of those procedures as we have children returning. Well, that's basically all I have for you. Stay healthy, everybody. Be well, and certainly stay Long Branch strong.